The roots of metal music are deep, tangled, and incredibly fascinating, reaching back to the late 1960s. A time of cultural revolution, the world was ripe for a new kind of music. Bands like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath, with their heavy guitar-driven sound, were starting to bend the rules of rock and roll. As the 70s dawned, these bands and others like Deep Purple were pushing musical boundaries, creating a harder, heavier sound. This was the birth of heavy metal, a genre characterized by amplified distortion, extended guitar solos, and emphatic beats. The mid-70s saw the emergence of bands like Judas Priest, who refined the genre with a more aggressive approach. Around the same time, the new wave of British heavy metal erupted, with bands like Iron Maiden and Def Leppard steering metal music towards mainstream success. As the 80s rolled in, so did a new era of metal. It was a time of big hair, big dreams, and even bigger guitar solos. Bands like Metallica and Slayer emerged, pioneering the thrash metal subgenre with their fast tempos and aggressive musicianship. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Europe was brewing its own metal revolution. Bands like Helloween and Blind Guardian were pioneering power metal, a subgenre known for its epic narratives and symphonic elements. The 90s saw metal music continue to evolve and fragment into numerous subgenres. Grunge, with bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam, challenged the mainstream popularity of metal, causing it to become more underground and leading to the development of extreme subgenres like death metal and black metal. Then came the new millennium, and with it, a resurgence of metal music. Bands like Slipknot and System of a Down brought nu metal to the forefront, combining elements of grunge, hip-hop, and alternative rock. And so, we arrive at the present day. Metal music has splintered into countless subgenres, from the melodic strains of symphonic metal to the guttural growls of deathcore. Yet despite its many incarnations, the spirit of metal remains the same. It's a genre that continues to push boundaries, to challenge the status quo, and most importantly, to rock. So here we are, standing at the precipice of a future where the possibilities for metal music are as limitless as the creativity of those who make it. Only time will tell where the thunderous journey of metal music will lead next. But one thing is for certain, wherever it goes, it's sure to be a wild ride.